What's the latest on the hasty diplomatic evacuations taking place?
Western countries have been really scrambling to get military flights able to land in Kabul and then take off, because clearly very chaotic scenes indeed at the airport there. But at the moment, military flights are able to circulate. So the French evacuation effort, we're told they're trying to get about 250 people out of the country. So French nationals and also Afghan nationals who've been working closely with the French embassies and charities over the past few decades. Lots of people scrambling, of course, to try and get on that list. They are flying flights between Kabul and the French airbase in Abu Dhabi. Their first flights have touched down. They've been lent a larger aircraft by the British military. So the Brits also, of course, trying to get their nationals and people who've worked with them out, as well as the huge American evacuation effort. And other EU countries also trying to get their nationals out. We've seen efforts already by the Germans and the Italians. So at this stage, really, it's a scramble as people try and get as many people out of Kabul who they think might be vulnerable as possible. But clearly, it's not going quickly enough that many people would like.
And it's not just foreign diplomats that are scrambling to leave Afghanistan. As you just mentioned, thousands of civilians are rushing to flee as well. What's the latest on that?
Yeah, there's been some terribly chaotic scenes coming out of Kabul airport. On the civilian side of this airport, both use the same runway. There's a civilian part and a military part, and we've seen huge crowds flooding into the civilian part over the past few days, and very violent scenes, shots being fired in the air to try and disperse those crowds, people trying to cram onto planes. Now, as things stand, no civilian flights at all are being able to take off. That airport has been requisitioned for use by military use. In fact, I myself was on one of the last civilian flights trying to land in Kabul yesterday. We got as far as Kabul airspace and circled over the city before we were told that that airport had been closed for civilian use. So many people, they're scrambling to get on planes, but at the moment they aren't taking off. So an extremely long wait for the thousands of people, huge crowds who've been coming to the international airport in Kabul. For the moment, they won't be on civilian flights.
All right, thank you for that update. France 24's Catherine Norris Trent reporting for us there.